Pumping up, pumping high, pumping up, it really feels like flying. Coming up, just like a lion.
Your dreams. You've got to keep dreaming. Ronald Reagan, president, said to the joint session of Congress a few weeks ago, "The Republic is a dream. And if we don't keep dreaming, we will lose the Republic." Your better future is a dream for yourself and for your family. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to see?
The competition was on 28th of June, which was the INBA World Championships held in Slovakia, Nitra. I was very satisfied with the results that I was having on a particular day. I was third of the world in the class seniors. This is my first time in the senior class, so I was pretty satisfied. But there was not for a moment there was no realization to me with me until a friend of mine said, "Rico, you are third best of the natural bodybuilders in this world in your particular class." So that was the point when I was thinking, yeah, okay, this guy is right, and damn, yeah, that was an eye-opener. So pretty satisfied, yeah. If I can die as a happy man, whoa. Well, no. The reason being is I do not see a competition to be satisfied in a way that it's gonna make me happy. I'm competing because I love to compete, but it's not that it's going to increase my happiness. So no, I cannot die right now as a happy man with having that achievement on the particular World Championships. The reactions were very astonishing. Of course, the friends I got, everything was hooked up, you know, asking, "Hey Rico, how did it go? An awesome job you did there." And you know, that kind of support always is motivating. But yeah, just like normal situations where you achieve something, there are always people there giving you a good hand on your shoulder and say, "Good job, man." So that's a normal thing in life. My motivation in life is basically creating a successful business, but not money intended. The reason being is, if you are chasing for the money, I don't think it's gonna make you a happy man at the end of your life. But creating value for people, helping other people out, achieving their goals in life, that's what's gonna give me satisfaction and what's gonna create happiness at the end. So this is how I want to become happy. It's just helping others. My message to all the haters out there, wow. To be honest, I don't give them any attention, but you know, just keep hating. Just keep hating, because at the end it's gonna drive me to become a better me and create a better service at the end for other people, to help other people out. You know, and you're always gonna have haters in life. Where success is, there will always be haters out there, but it's you that you can give them attention. You can give it attention and dig your own grave or dig your own hole and get depressed, or you can walk away from it and keep on doing what you're doing and creating your own success, creating your own happiness. And if this is the center where out you're handling or taking actions, then eventually the haters, you don't even care about them. 2 months after the competition, I'm feeling very good actually. But as a natural bodybuilder, there's absolutely no such thing as. Let me put it another way. A lot of bodybuilders are dieting on a way that is not healthy anymore, and they are shredding the fat very rapidly and going in very low energy levels, which is obviously a normal thing to do, you know, in preparation in bodybuilding. But for me, I was feeling good up until the last week of the competition. But with that being said, I'm just feeling the same. Although I was feeling a little bit decreasing in libido, or how do you call it? Your intention to have sex drive. Yeah, that's increased a little bit because of the hormones, of course, getting normal again and functioning normal again. But in terms of body fat, yeah, I'm still satisfied. You know, I'm now in a point where I'm lean gaining and not gaining a lot of fat mass, which oftenly happen to bodybuilders when they are done with the competition. They are going all out on and binging on every kind of food there's out there, and that can be a very harmful thing. And you need to remember one thing, that is, you can gain a lot of fat, but at the end, if you're doing another show, that fat needs to come off. So keeping it clean is very, very important in this case, especially if you have future plans in doing more competitions. The things that will be changing the next time for my next competition, which is actually INBA in Dubai, the World Championships, 2015 in June. The things that will be changing is, well, we are taking more time to diet down, because on this particular show I was not ready yet. I approximately had to drop another 3-4 kilograms, which to most of you sounds like, dude, you was shredded, but you know, people always think that the shape you are coming into a certain show is good enough, but you always want to be more sliced and diced. You want to be at your best. And but again, I'm working now with 3DMJ, which is a online coaching group for natural bodybuilders only. So I am giving them all the trust, so I am trusting them. Whatever they are advising me, I'm following their advice, and that's a very good thing. So my success is in their hands, and it's to me to follow their advice. The INBA in particular is one of the most recognized and respected natural bodybuilding organizations out there. They are trying to prevent drugs use or abuse or whatever, and those kinds of people are attending in their shows. And they are WADA tested. It's one of the most highly tested protocols that you can use as an organization. So let's say it's kind of Olympic testing, drugs testing. But yes, of course, you have another organizations that are saying that they are natural, but they are promoting humongous bodybuilders which are not natural. And but if you're really into the natural bodybuilding world and you really dig into information and how natural bodybuilding progressed all over the years, you can pick out the ones that are really natural and the ones who aren't, and let people believe that this is achievable on a natural way, which at the end is not. So they are telling people a lot of lies, but I'm also convinced about the fact that you have different kinds of organizations in terms of wanting to earning money, more money, and it's just commercialized. And you have shows that are really keeping it as a show, a competitive show, right? So those are two different things in the natural bodybuilding shows, and you definitely want to stay with the ones that are more competitive intended. So yeah, INBA is the one to go. How I see the whole bodybuilding scene in about 5 years, well, if you are looking up into the development of bodybuilding in general, you can see that it's becoming more of a freak show, mutant show, where monsters are standing on stage. It's getting huger, and there's no limit to that. To me, bodybuilding is a whole different thing, because it's all about aesthetics. But what is aesthetics? It's a subjective thing, right? The one thinks that aesthetics is someone standing on the Mr. Olympia stage. Someone thinks it's more aesthetic that if you're having a more kind of natural look. But as I said earlier, it's more becoming a freak show than it is bodybuilding. It's more cabaret, you know, rather than it is a sport. But where I see it go is that I think it's developing in a very negative way, and the reason being is the larger the body gets with all these kinds of substances, the more risk you are going to put on the health benefits of bodybuilding and creating muscles. And the bigger those people become, the more insecure their health is going to be. So I think it's a really negative thing that it's getting huger. But over time, I think people are more looking for, I don't want to look like a freak, you know. I want to get muscular physique, good physique, aesthetic physique, which is in proportion good. Which means that you don't have bigger arms than your head, for instance. I think people are getting more familiar with that bodybuilding is more about creating a healthy beneficial life at the end of the road, creating a better you. So I think people are getting more, yeah, how do you say it? They don't want to have those freak shows anymore. It's fun to look at it, but for themselves, I don't think they want to put themselves in that kind of position. Yeah, to a certain degree, there is the general bodybuilding, the Olympia bodybuilders is more crowded, and the reason being is because they're just freaks. People like freaks, people like mutants that are coming on stage, and you know, you got that wow factor for wow, look at him, it's crazy, look at the physique, and of course, and that's also the reason why natural bodybuilding is sort of suppressed, or you know, but this you can also see in the amount of money that can be earned in bodybuilding in general and in natural bodybuilding. In natural bodybuilding, it's all about just competing. You're not winning any money prizes, so it's just a hobby you're doing, and if you want to make money, you need to go the other road. And of course, this depends what you do as a career, and if you're doing things like personal training, it all depends how much money you make, and it all depends about the action you're taking in your life, of course. But if you really want to make money out of doing competitions and get sponsors, you need to go the other road, man. And but you will see that natural bodybuilding is getting more. It's getting promoted more worldwide, and people are looking more for the physique that they can achieve themselves, you know, without the use of steroids, of course. How I see natural bodybuilding progressing in about 5 years, well, I can clearly see there is a sort of a trend going on right now, that people are more searching for aesthetics, you know, proportioned bodies instead of humongous, out of proportion shoulder, arms, bodybuilding stuff, you know, which you can see on a daily basis right now. So people are or natural bodybuilding in general is becoming more familiar right now in the media also, and the organizations who are doing natural bodybuilding, they are promoting it extensively. So yeah, I can see a bright future for natural bodybuilding, that it is growing, and at the end also that sponsors are looking more for natural athletes rather than those humongous guys. And also the fact that people are more sensitive right now and familiar with marketing, because the supplement industry, for instance, is purely based on, okay, here you have a magazine, this is the picture you get of a bodybuilder who is humongous, and they are telling you, if you use this product you're gonna get this huge. But they are not telling you that you need to have a right diet, you need to train correctly, you need to create a lifestyle where this is all possible to create muscle in the first place. The second thing that they're not telling you is that there's people that are showed in these magazines or these media commercials. They have been using stuff, and these things, you know, it's very negative. And but I think people are getting more familiar with that. You know, that everything is based on making money, more money, and people don't want to buy this.
Yeah, people start to realize it.
Yeah, people start to realize it, and they don't believe in fairy tales anymore. If I'm going to make a change in natural bodybuilding, I hope so, and I will do everything in my favor and in my power to support that vision. Not only as an athlete myself, as a natural bodybuilding athlete, but you know, I want to make people, I don't want to sell them anything that's purely based on making more money in the first place, but I want to let people see that you can create muscle on a natural way without using substances, doping or anabolic steroids, hormones, whatever. You know, because first of all, bodybuilding, to me, it's creating a healthy lifestyle. It's a healthy thing to do fitness and to look after your nutrition and your trainings. It should be healthy intended, and this is what I want to make people, you know, familiar with. And I hope I can change the world, and I will do everything to achieve that.